We're a team.
Oh, no, we're not a team.
We're not a team.
The critical response to the Marvels has been extremely divided. The Washington Post called it exactly what a comic book movie should be, while the New York Post called it bland and annoying. It seems like the kind of movie you'll either really love or really hate. I can't speak for anyone else, but I'm in the former camp. I really enjoyed it. All I really wanted out of this movie was a fun space adventure and a good dynamic between the three leads, and it delivers on both counts. Brie Larson, Iman Vellani, and Teyonah Parris are endlessly watchable as the titular superhero squad. There isn't a lot of time to develop their relationships in this short but sweet outing, but the actors' chemistry is on full display in every scene. The Marvels doesn't cut as deep as Guardians 3 or Wakanda Forever, but it's a fucking good time. This video will contain full spoilers for the Marvels. After all the sluggish 2.5-hour blockbusters we've had to sit through this year, the Zippy Hour-45 runtime of the Marvels is a breath of fresh air. All filmmakers face an uphill battle when they work under Marvel's fix-it-and-post process, and Kevin Feige's My Way or the Highway creative control. But the Marvels director Nia DaCosta makes an impressive attempt to navigate that system and bring a sense of cohesion to the movie, especially in making the action scenes feel like a real part of the story, not just a second unit assignment. There's nothing in this movie that could have been cut. It gets in, tells its story, and gets out. But it's so fast-paced that it doesn't leave much room for character development. When it does reach a moment of emotional catharsis towards the end, it feels a bit rushed. The movie could have done with an extra 10 to 15 minutes to round out the relationships a bit more. But in lieu of substantial character development, the actors do a great job of playing off each other and growing the trio's friendship as the film goes on. When they realize they all switch places when they use their powers, there's a really fun montage of them fucking around with it, playing double dutch and tossing popcorn into each other's mouths. These playful moments go a long way towards building out the team dynamic in between action scenes. Brie Larson is as magnetic as always in the role of Carol Danvers. She's a charismatic action hero, but she's also a wonderfully nuanced dramatic actor, which helps the tonal changes land a bit more gently. Teyonah Parris is the same. She commits just as much to the superhero action as she does to the deeper emotional beats. But the real star here is Iman Vellani. Her infectious enthusiasm shines through the screen. She's a joy to watch whenever she's on screen, and it feels like something's missing whenever she's not on screen. The Marvels manages to do more with Nick Fury in a supporting role than Secret Invasion did with Fury as the lead character of a whole TV show. Samuel L. Jackson steals every scene he's in with an ice-cool demeanor and dryly hilarious line deliveries. DaCosta recognizes the value of having Sam Jackson in your movie, and she doesn't waste him for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
A lot of people have been complaining about the fact you have to be familiar with 2 Disney Plus shows to understand this movie, but that's not really the case. It has characters from 2 Disney Plus shows, but you don't need to watch them to follow the movie. The movie tells you everything you need to know about them. Ms. Marvel is one of my favorite things Marvel Studios have done, so I was excited to see Kamala and her family again. And I'm glad her family weren't just relegated to cameo appearances. They get to come along for the ride.
This is just the beginning.
Dar-Benn isn't a particularly compelling villain. She's another casualty of the brisk runtime. There's only enough time to set up her goals and motivations, so she doesn't get to have much more of a personality than other one-note MCU villains like Ronan and Malekith. But she does have one thing that those villains lacked: a personal vendetta against the hero. Dar-Benn isn't just another generic supervillain bent on world domination for the hell of it. She wants to restore her homeworld after it was destroyed by Captain Marvel. This juicy backstory complicates the ethics of the plot. It's not a cut-and-dried good versus evil story. It's easy to see how, from Dar-Benn's perspective, Carol is the villain. It's a lot more complex than the average hero-villain conflict in a Marvel movie.
What are you doing?
Dance off, bro! Me and you!
The Marvels suffers from the usual Marvel problem of jarring tonal shifts between light-hearted comedic moments and darker dramatic moments. But the movie benefits from some shamelessly goofy set pieces. In the middle of the movie, the Marvels go to an alien planet where the language is song, which provides a great excuse for a musical number. When the Saber station is attacked and they don't have enough escape pods, Fury sends the Flurkins to gobble up the crew and use their pocket dimensions as makeshift escape pods. The crew are obviously horrified when a message comes over the tannoy telling them to allow the cats to eat them, so the cats have to chase them down. This whole crazy sequence is juxtaposed hilariously with Barbra Streisand's rendition of Memory from Cats, arguably the funniest needle drop in MCU history. The sequel setups at the end of the Marvels are actually exciting for the first time in a long time. The MCU's past few credits scenes have just thrown out a random character like Clea or Hercules, with seemingly no plan to actually incorporate them into a future storyline. I'm not interested in seeing Harry Styles as Thanos' brother, I'm not interested in hanging out with 10 million Kangs, but the teasers at the end of the Marvels are actually exciting. Kamala is setting up a Young Avengers team with Kate Bishop, which ought to be a delight, and Monica is stranded in the X-Men universe with Kelsey Grammer's Beast. By the way, is this just the year that Kelsey Grammer decided to reprise all his old roles? I'm surprised we didn't see him in Expendables 4. This mid-credits scene finally introduces an alternate reality with some real dramatic potential. Monica is in a universe where her late mother Maria is still alive, but it's also a universe where Maria never had a daughter. There's a lot of potential in that multiversal pairing. The Marvels is a huge improvement over the vast majority of Phases 4 and 5. It feels like a solid Phase 2 entry, a fast-paced, action-packed sci-fi adventure with lovable characters, kinetic set pieces, and inventive gags. Don't let the negative reviews put you off. If you're looking for a really fun, really entertaining comic book movie, The Marvels has got you covered. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. Remember to like and subscribe and click on the little bell. And also seize the day and call your mom and be kind to yourself.